I think that as a leader, it has always been my goal just to inspire other young people, and in particular young girls, to enter the sciences, just based on my background. And I think that the best way, at least in my experience, to do that is leading by example. And so I've always tried to use my story of perseverance through the sciences as a young woman from rural Ontario to inspire other people to do the same thing and to realize that they can overcome any barriers that they might face. And I think it's particularly important, especially in the sciences, because there are already so few women in science, and in particular in the physical sciences and in engineering as well. And that's really a really bad thing when it comes to the sciences, because in science it's all about bringing together people with a diverse range of backgrounds and shared and lived experiences in order to solve those really challenging problems that we're facing as a society. And so if you're missing an entire gender, you're missing out on half of those ideas you could possibly come up with. And so that's why it's so important to get more young girls in the sciences. And I think part of the reason that we don't have as many young women in the sciences is just because there are fewer role models for them to look up to. I think that when we think of the great scientists, you think of people like Darwin and Einstein and Feynman, people who are all men. But there have been so many incredibly influential women in the sciences, whether it's people like Ada Lovelace, who wrote the very first algorithm for a computer, whether it's Hypatia, who was a brilliant mathematician, Harriet Brooks, who was a Canadian nuclear physicist. So there are so many people for young women to look up to, and I just think that we need more people like that to inspire them to pursue science. I don't think any one particular person or one event really shaped who I am today. I think it's the collection of all of my lived experiences that have created the person that I am today. And I think a lot of it had to do with where I grew up. I grew up in rural Ontario, and growing up in rural Ontario certainly does teach you a lot of really good values, things like hard work and perseverance and tenacity and the importance of cooperation and how interdependent everyone is in today's world. And so that certainly did shape who I am, especially in terms of a leader. My parents as well were always incredibly supportive of me. They never said that any one of my projects was too big or too ambitious. They always encouraged me to go ahead and pursue whatever it is that I wanted to, which was very important for me. I also had so many amazing teachers who helped inspire my love for the sciences. And even reading works by people like Feynman and Einstein certainly helped as well. So it's a collection of things that caused me to become who I am today. I know that personally, my hope is just to, I know it sounds really cheesy, but it's just to try to help people and be of use to society, really. And whether that means that I spend my entire life just trying to help one person or helping people all around the world, I just hope to do something that contributes to our society. And I would hope that other young people around the world would want to do the same thing. Women are not at all less capable than men are. And so I think that when we do have that equal representation, women will have the opportunity to show just how amazing we are. So to any young women who have big dreams, my one message to you is to pursue them relentlessly. Don't ever let anyone tell you that your dream is too big. Don't ever let anyone tell you that you can't pursue your dream because you're a woman. That's just not true. You can do anything. No matter what challenges are placed in your way, you will find a way to get around them and to overcome them. You just have to be willing to put in the hard work and persevere, and you can do it. You can do whatever it is that you want to do with your life.